Hey friends. Oh God. Rosé in a can. House wine, not sponsored.
Rude.
Is that gonna make ASMR noises? I don't know. Felt like having a can of wine tonight. Put some lip gloss on too. Do I have a mirror? Yes, I do have a mirror, but the dumbest mirror known to man. God damn it. Why would I do this to myself? God, Jesus Christ. Today we're gonna talk about makeup packaging that I can't stand.
Talk about annoying as fuck makeup packaging.
We're gonna be talking about applicators. We're gonna be talking about containers that it comes in. Just general packaging and stuff that's dumb as shit. First and foremost, this palette from MAC that I have from several years ago. It was from the Jeremy Scott collection, and while it's pretty and cool and like a display piece, getting it open is literally like the most annoying process. Like, wow. And it's a face palette. Like, you can't use this practically. It's not practical in any way, shape, or form. They literally could have had the same thing, but just done this. Just had like a clasp that opened. Oh, look, it's you. Oh, so bright. Dumb as shit. Hate this palette. I still have it because it's cute, but the packaging is annoying as hell. Another thing that I'm also wearing, and the lip gloss itself is gorgeous and beautiful, and I love it, but any brand that decides to do lip glosses with brushes, oh, I hate brushes so much. Just make it a doe foot applicator. It's not that complicated. ColourPop does this. Now I realize that Melt does this. I feel like it just makes everything fray out. It doesn't stay looking pretty. It just gets messier. Doe foot applicators are just fine. If you make them with a well, they pick up more product. If you make them longer and skinnier, they don't pick up as much product. Why do we need a brush? Stop doing that, Melt. It's a beautiful lip gloss, but the brush is annoying as hell. I have a couple of blushes that have the cheapest and most annoying packaging. I love Milani blushes. Don't get me wrong. I love these blushes. Beautiful. Wonderful. Such pigment. Wow, pigment. But this, who uses this? The brush just fell out because this doesn't stay closed. I don't know who uses this part. I don't use this because it doesn't make any sense, because it's like you have the blush, you put it up, and then you have to flip it, and then you use it, and it's like the tiniest mirror. Just eliminate the bottom part because it's excess plastic. Nobody uses the brush. Milani, these are beautiful blushes, but I don't buy them because they're bulky and annoying. Look at how bulky this is. Versus this palette, this is huge. This is
Chunky.
This is a thick package. This is at least sleek and like doesn't take up a lot of space in my drawers. Like I'm able to like slide it in there. That's what she said. But like this, I can't put other things on top of it very easily, and I can't put it on top of other things very easily. It's just an annoying and bulky package, and it feels cheap as hell when there are other brands that can make powder products that don't feel this cheap and gross. Or not Wet n Wild though. Wet n Wild's packaging are just as annoying, but for different reasons. This is one of their powder highlighters, the Mega Glow powder highlighters. I've had this for like a couple of years. This is the shade Botanic Dream. It's a fine highlight, like, it's a fine pink highlight. Like, I have nothing to complain about for being like a $2 highlight. But something about Wet n Wild products that has always annoyed the ever-loving shit out of me is this. It's the most annoying, stupid, petty little pet peeve, but these little stickers are so obnoxious because it's like you break them up. Usually they don't come off very easily. This one just came off because it's been sitting on there for so damn long, and I feel like it's just like disintegrated over time. I know it's to keep people from opening the products and to keep them from getting like messed with. I feel like other brands have done it just as well with like the little plasticky, without this being like this annoying label. It's petty and dumb, and I realize it's not that big of a deal, it's not that deep, it's just makeup packaging, but by golly, this annoys the hell out of me. One product that is virtually perfect, except the packaging. My Cover FX Power Play Concealer is the messiest concealer of all time. I have probably cleaned this thing so many times. There is product all around the base here. It gets everywhere. I have to wipe this off regularly, and I feel like that's so much wasted product. It gets all on the inside of my makeup bag. It's just... Someone just dropped something in the bathroom upstairs. It's just annoying, and it's wasted product, and I'm like, this product is so good. This is
such a good concealer.
I will go to bat for this concealer, but if they could just make the packaging perfect, oh, it would be holy grail. It would be holy grail perfect. I would have no complaints. It's a great product, but the packaging right now is a complaint of mine. I don't like it. Pinkies up, motherfuckers. One thing that's, again, petty. Why is Viseart packaging so cheap? This is like an $80 palette. This is $80. Why? I get having clear tops for professionals and not having like mirrors, and so you're able to see what you have because they use other mirrors. They don't need mirrors. I get that. But like, this is some cheap ass plastic. I feel like cardboard is just so much nicer. I realize that this is probably for sanitary reasons. It's much easier to clean, but why is it so expensive then? Why is it so fucking expensive if this packaging is cheaper? Like this feels just as cheap as like the ColourPop plastic packaging. And I don't know why this is so expensive. Like, stop. So now we're getting to some products that I don't actually own, but ones that I've seen that annoyed the ever-loving fuck out of me. All right, palettes with wasted space. We've talked about the Jeffree palette. The Alien palette as well as the Bloodlust palette kind of fall into the same thing. The Bobbi Brown palette falls into this same category. Palettes with just like negative space that's wasted. Why? Like, just for aesthetic purposes, I feel like people are kind of moving towards palettes that are more streamlined as far as space goes, and things that are just like less wasteful and just less wasteful as terms of space, because people have big collections now. Not everybody is going to put all of your palettes on display.
Jeffree.
Not everybody wants a giant hexagonal Crown Royal bag palette to display on their damn desk. I feel like these big ass bulky palettes are just wasteful and indulgent, and it's like a 3-hour Martin Scorsese movie. Who wanted that? You? You're the only one who wanted that? Cool. Nobody else does. I just hate wasted space. Hate wasted space in a palette. It's just visually not my jam. Especially when it's not even in like a rectangle or a square. When it's like not each line has the same number of graphic pet peeve of mine. Oh boy, don't like it. No, don't want it. Physicians Formula is probably the worst culprit of this that I've seen as of late. Palettes that have everything all in one. Physicians Formula put out a Rosé All Day. Yeah. A Rosé All Day collection with exterior glam. I'm not sure what exterior glam is supposed to mean, but okay. It's a face palette that includes a blush, a highlighter, 4 eyeshadows, perfume, and a lipstick. Why though? Looking at this image, this is like a PR package from hell, because you have 4 eyeshadows, which are probably like okay, a blush and a highlight, which are probably good because I've heard decent things about their formula as far as blush and highlight, and then like a perfume and a lip color in a box. It's like nobody's gonna carry that box around. Why could they not have put them in different containers? Why did the perfume have to live with the eyeshadows? I feel like that's just not a good idea, because undoubtedly perfume is gonna just get on things and then you're gonna be putting perfume on your eyes. No thank you, Physicians Formula. That doesn't sound very physician approved. Physicians Formula? It's big and bulky and stupid. Like, I get having the idea of like having a PR package as like a bundle that you can buy, but like do like Midas Cosmetics did with the Smoky Glow palette. Like, have a PR box that people can buy that has everything, but they live in their own packaging. The palettes, the lip products, they have their own packaging, and the lip and the perfume have their own packaging, but nobody's gonna keep them in this big box, so it's just gonna be an empty space. I don't get it. This is the least travel-friendly palette I have seen in a very long time. One thing that I've seen a handful of palettes fall into is making pan shapes not round or square in any way, shape, or form. Pinky Rose and Riley Rose put out a Stormy palette which had like lightning bolt shaped pans of eyeshadows, and then Unicorn Cosmetics put out diamond-shaped pans, and both of these had like virtually the same shades. I feel like all of these brands are just like have the same formula of fucking eyeshadows that they just put in different shapes, and it's just like, here, this fits our aesthetic. But it's like, what does Stormy have to do with bright orange, bright green, bright pink, and bright blue? Nothing. With that, you're paying for the cutting out of the pans themselves, because that is not a standard size that you get. You're paying for the packaging in that, and especially depending on how big it is, that seems like the most annoying thing that would break easily. The thing about square and round pans is that the shape of them make it so that it kind of sticks together easier. I feel like when you press something that doesn't have like, that has the least amount of corners you can have, or the least pointy corners you can have, the less likely it's going to break. To have something that's in the shape of a lightning bolt, you're just asking for those shades to break. The thing with these is that if you made the palette pans any different shapes, if you made them round or square, nobody would give a shit about these, because the palettes themselves just look very derivative of like each other. So if they make them in like normal shapes, people aren't as excited about it. Putting them in weird shapes just makes people more intrigued, and it's like, ooh, look how edgy you are. Pun absolutely intended for the lightning bolt, because there's so many edges. Yeah, these are just like the weirdest color stories, just with annoying shapes. Having some more of this rosé because no. Things that I wanted to share and talk about and rant about in a video, because you know I love a good rant. I love a good rosé. So yeah, those are all of the packaging pet peeves and annoyances that I had to share today. If there's anything that I missed that annoys the hell out of you, please let me know in the comments below. Obviously, this wasn't everything that annoys me. I feel like that there's things that have just like left my psyche that I don't even think about anymore. So if there's anything that I forgot, I might add it in at some point, but I don't know, I wanted to keep this video like concise and not like super long and ranty. Today's song of the day, let's see, what have I been listening to? Today's song of the day is Never Bow by Hawking. These are some buddies of mine out of Vancouver, Canada, and I don't think I've made this song my song of the day yet, and I want their videos to get a bunch of views, so you guys should go check them out, and don't tell them I sent you. But they do mathy, proggy rock, lots of like intricate electric guitar finger picking. I dig them. They're very nice boys. And they make good music, and I like them a whole lot. So yeah, Never Bow from Hawking is your song of the day. If you're new here and you'd like to see more of me, please hit that subscribe button. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thanks so much to my patrons. As always, I appreciate ya. I appreciate ya so much. I'm gonna film one more video. And like I said, if there's anything that you wanted to add to the discussion, please leave them in the comments below. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.